Boom, let's talk about it. All right, so NEC section 210.15, brand new in the 2020 code. This section is probably the easiest code section you will ever read. It is super straightforward. It says reconditioned equipment shall not be reconditioned for GFCI for personnel. You cannot recondition those little GFCI breakers or little GFCI receptacles. Arc fault circuit interrupters. You cannot recondition arc fault circuit interrupters, and you cannot recondition ground fault protection for equipment. And that's all it says. So the code section is also interesting for what it does not say. The code section, this basically permits the reconditioning of a lot of equipment, specifically reconditioning of circuit breakers. It doesn't say you can't recondition an overcurrent protection device, which is good for the industry because many of these breakers can cost $4,000 or $5,000 depending on what they're capable of doing, and those can be reconditioned, and that's great. And there's in fact companies that do that exclusively. You can also recondition gear, and you can recondition motors, and you can recondition a lot of equipment. Basically every piece of equipment that isn't listed as a GFCI for personnel, arc fault circuit interrupter, or ground fault protection for equipment can be reconditioned, and I think that's like good for the environment, kind of good for the world, and it is one of your most recent additions to the code. And that's your code section for today.